Hello and welcome to The Bridge, the TV show that features happenings around the Woodbridge Township School District. I'm your host, Darren Soretto. In this episode, we will learn about school-to-career initiatives in the school district. Today in the studio, we have Lindsay McNamara to talk about tomorrow's teachers, as well as Jennifer Stokel and Elaine Murray to discuss a township career fair. Our feature will take us to see the career fair for ourselves. In sports, we'll highlight our own student sportscasters Dylan Maltez and Declan O'Rourke. And finally, our music segment will feature Heidi Nisler, an accomplished musician who is pursuing a career in music education. Now, before we welcome our first guest, let's take a look at some artwork we're featuring here on our set. In our first piece that was submitted by Woodbridge High School teacher Kim Zadigan and created by senior Noah Goldman, it is the cover of the children's book Noah wrote and illustrated called The Polyphemus Journey, a story about growth and discovery, which is currently for sale on Amazon. Originally interested in architecture, Noah expanded on his artistic abilities by drawing landscapes, animals, and still life in his sketchbook. As an AP Art senior with AP Art teacher Jesse Angatia, Noah has developed his artistic skills from pencil drawings to oil, acrylic, watercolor, and clay. As a bonus art feature, here is one of his sculpture pieces. I love the vibrant colors. We have the green with the brown, the earth tones, and I love the eyeballs. Eyeballs seem to be a big theme for Noah. Maybe it's because he talks about vision and insight in his theme. Noah's newest challenge is working in Procreate Dreams to design animations that make his two-dimensional art come to life. Noah's future plan is to continue creating books as an author and an illustrator. Fantastic, Noah. I'm going to have to order a copy of your book one day. The second artist featured today is Gabrielle Tonelli, a student of G&T art teacher Mrs. Tobia and a 7th grader at Woodbridge Middle School. Gabrielle's scratch art depiction of a horse is incredibly lifelike. I love the distinctive markings she has on the face. Just beautiful. Gabrielle is pursuing a career in art therapy and has already done some important work. Here we have a brief video of Gabrielle speaking about her artwork and her future plans.
Hi, I'm Gabby. In the future, I want to be an art therapist. My mom told me about the job because she's a speech therapist, and I think it's really interesting because I get to combine my love for art and psychology in one job, and I think that's really cool. I kind of want to plan for it because I'm in art G&T right now, so that helps me with the art aspect, and I plan on taking psychology classes in the summer to help me prepare for that part of it. Recently, I had the opportunity to design this police patch for Autism Awareness Month. It's a magnet. It's going to be on the back of the cars in April. It's a really exciting opportunity. I got to design a lot of different patches, and Miss Tobia and a police officer decided which one they liked the best. And I got to help raise the flag and put the magnets on the police cars on Tuesday. It was really fun.
Great job, Gabrielle and Noah. We wish you all the best in your future art careers. Remember, be creative and submit your own artwork to The Bridge through your art teacher. Your work could be featured on our next episode. Now we have to take a quick break, but come right back to meet our special guests right after this. Thanks for coming back to The Bridge. Now let's welcome Lindsay McNamara from Colonia High School. How you doing, Lindsay?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming on to the show. So can you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I'm Lindsay McNamara. I work at Colonia High School. I'm an English teacher of 18 years, and I run the Tomorrow's Teachers program.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, so you're here to talk about our Tomorrow's Teachers program. I remember the TAPS program way back when. Can you compare the two? Is it similar?
Sure. Yeah, it's TAPS, I think, was more of assisting the teacher, maybe not as much curriculum. For our program, we work with Kane University, and the students have the option to dual enroll for credit. So they go through basically 3 or 4 months of actual class time, and then they go into the field for kind of a pre-student teaching experience.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
And so when did TAPS turn into Tomorrow's Teacher?
So we started at Colonia 2017 is when we switched over.
Okay, great. Just Colonia, or is it in other high schools? Or?
It is. It's at all three. I'm not positive when the others started, but Woodbridge and JFK also have the program.
Oh, that's great. And I'm just thinking, we need teachers, right? So this is a great program to have. Have you seen a lot of the students that go through the program, have they become interested in teaching, or have they moved to different fields?
Yeah, it's, I would say the majority. A lot go in thinking that they want to teach, and for many of them it does confirm that. For some of them it changes their mind a little bit, and it's, some of them are a little more torn on what they want to do. So by the end, it saves them time, it saves them money in college. So either way, we think it's a win all around.
Oh, it definitely is, I'm sure. Now, if the student doesn't go into teaching, do you think there are things that could benefit the student through the program?
Yeah, we have students that know classroom teaching might not be in their future, but they want to be an academic coach, they want to be a guidance counselor, speech therapist. So they're still, they're still exposed to kids, they still see their routine, they get to observe them in their element. So it helps them either way.
Oh, that's great leadership too,
yes,
right?
Exactly.
Oh, that's wonderful. So now talking a little bit more detail about the program, is it a split session? Do they do time in the classroom and then time in the, learning the theory of education?
Yeah. So from September through December, they're in the class with me, and we're going through our curriculum, our materials. We cover things like basic educational psychology, teaching strategies, child development at a very basic level. I always tell them it's things that they can expect to see more of in college, hopefully. So once they switch over, December, January, they're in the field pretty much every day. They go during their fourth block, so from 1 o'clock to 2:30, they go over usually to an elementary school, and they're in the field shadowing the teacher, observing, working with the kids. They basically go as far as they can, their comfort level. They work a lot of times with small groups of students.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's great. And I know learning about education and teaching is one thing, but actually being in the classroom is where you get all the experience. And we know as teachers, that's where you get the unexpected to happen, right?
Absolutely.
And do you feel like when they're in the classroom, the students, are they excited about it? Are some nervous when they get in and feel that, oh, maybe this isn't for me? But
Yeah, absolutely. In the beginning, the first month, they tend to observe. So they write up observation reports. And, we don't want them hiding in the back of the room, but it gives them some chance to get to know the kids' names, circulate a little bit before they kind of go in and take over pieces of the class.
Sure.
Yeah.
And they're in one elementary school that they go to?
Really, any school that feeds into the high school. So for us, Colonia High School, they're at several elementary schools that feed in. We work with School 21, we work with Lindcrest. Sometimes in middle school, it's a little harder to schedule them for middle school. But yeah, School 27, we've worked with many of them.
That's great.
Yeah.
How do the teachers like having the students?
Good. Usually we have really good connections with them. They start to look at them as kind of their student teacher. And sometimes it is nice to have another, young adult in the room to help.
Yes,
Yeah.
always more hands is great. Yes, and I remember when I was doing the TAPS program, I had some students that I had taught in first grade, and then they came back in high school, and it was great to see them, and they were just so excited to help out and to be there as leaders for the younger kids. So it must be a great program, and to get credit for it is great, college credit.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Is there anything else that you want to share about the teachers, the program?
Really, we're thrilled with it. We're glad that we have the interest. We typically have around 15 students per year, and it's great when we see that there is still interest in becoming, an educator or at least working in the school at some capacity.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Lindsay, for being here today, and thank you so much for forming our future educators.
Thank you.
Thanks for being on the show. Now we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back with Jennifer Stokel and Elaine Murray. Welcome back to The Bridge. We're here with Jennifer Stokel from Woodbridge Township Youth Services and Elaine Murray from JFK Memorial High School. Welcome, Jennifer and Elaine. Good to see you both.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much for being here today. Can you introduce yourselves a little bit and tell us a little bit about your job? Want to start, Jennifer?
I'm the division head for youth services. Woodbridge Township has 3 youth centers in town, and it's geared more for middle school students. So I oversee those youth centers. In addition to that, we run different programs. This month is actually our youth month, so we had a magic show where we had 110 families come. We fed them dinner. Heroes and Cool Kids is something that I assist with. So different programming, like the Mayor's Free concert series for children.
Oh, we love that.
That's coming up this summer, and we have a lot of great acts. So that's something that I assist with as well.
Great, thank you, Jennifer. How about you, Elaine?
Well, I'm a business teacher at JFK High School. I've been there for 23 years. And in the past, I'll say 6 or 7 years, all 3 high schools have been running a careers course.
Okay.
And I also work for Jen 2 days a week in youth services. So when Jen came in, this career fair kind of fell in her lap. It was like a perfect match for us because I was doing it on the high school end of it already with the courses. And then she was tasked with doing the career fair. So
That's great. So that's how you guys met.
yeah,
through that.
I was actually already working for Jen, but when she came in and she just said, well, they've given me this. And I was like, you're kidding.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So yes, this career fair. Tell us a little bit about it. I know it has a different name, right?
Yeah. Actually, that's Jen that came through you to change it. So
Yeah, so it was something that the township and the school district worked collaboratively on. COVID took a pause. 3 years ago, we brought it back.
Okay.
The way that the career fair is set up, there's a vendor floor in the roller rink at the Woodbridge Community Center.
Okay, a lot of space.
Yep. And then this year we kind of added a new twist to it where the students participated in different panels. They got to listen to different vendors, different careers that might interest them. So they sat in an hour-long workshop, listened to panelists in different careers, and then they got to take an hour and walk the vendor floor and, talk to different businesses. There were 7 business clusters that were represented on the floor. So health services was one, law was one, technical schools, trades, government, transportation. Yep, just kind of, what really makes us passionate about this career fair, I think, is that students are we're always told like they need to go to a 4-year school, push in that direction. That's no longer the case. Like there's like different options after high school.
Sure.
And that's what really like our career meet and greet, we call it now, showcases.
Well, that's the biggest question, right, for our students is, what am I called to do after school, right? And it's different for every student. So, how did you feel it went? How did you feel it went, Elaine?
I think this year was our greatest success. I mean, it was obvious the detail that was put into it. I mean, Jen, literally full year of working, trying to get employers in. That's a sales job, right?
Yeah, sure.
And then Joanne, who's not with us, like full on event planner. There's so much that the kids had when they came in, tags, this, that, the other. And then on the school side of things, I had to prepare the kids by creating a Google form. They had to do an interest survey so that we could match them up properly to workshops so that they were hearing from the proper employers.
Sure.
So just a lot of time and effort went into it, but I think this was our best year.
And did the vendors, for each vendor, did they feel like it was worthwhile for them, like to be there?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we had 56 vendors that participated. We had 250 students, juniors and seniors, that came from all 3 high schools in town. And as the vendors were leaving, they said to us, "See you next year," which is great
So you're
for us.
planning for next year, like you're all ready to go?
Yep, we have our date, April 17th. There's a lot of collaboration prior to the career meet and greet. We had meetings with guidance counselors from each of the high schools, business teachers from each of the high schools. So it definitely was a collaborative effort to get all of those 250 students, to the Woodbridge Community Center to participate in it.
That's beautiful. And we have students here behind the scenes, and I know you guys are watching and seeing if we could get them.
I'm enjoying watching this.
That's great. And so what feedback do you get from the students? Like, how do they?
I mean, several students came up to me just to talk to me about different vendors that they talked to, or one student in particular was like, I know I want to go to school to have, my job that pays the rent, but I was talking to Pro Beauty because I love doing hair and I know I want to do that on the side. So it was like all about that kind of stuff.
Right. So a mixture that you see students going to different.
Oh yeah.
vendors?
Oh, totally. Yes. Yeah. And then, one of my own students that I had, was talking to the plumbers union and the carpenters union, and like really, he's a junior and he's finally going like, okay, like next year's around the corner and I have to start to get serious. So
Sure.
that's exactly what we want to see. But also, Jen and I discussed, I said this to the students before they started, just experiencing the career fair itself,
Right.
getting out there, like meeting employers one-on-one, shaking hands,
Yes.
getting information, asking the right questions. Like even if you don't find work with them, the experience and the skill sets you're getting just from doing that
Sure.
is another part of the day.
Give them confidence in,
Yeah.
in having that conversation.
Yeah, approaching people.
Approaching people.
Yeah.
Sure. Is there any vendor that you want to see come that you didn't have this year?
Just we're talking about this. So
Yeah, I think early education might be like a vendor that we would like to have. We also spoke about
New Jersey Transit, PSE.
they weren't able to make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of the utilities.
We like to see those, those kind of jobs where you could get an entry level position, but then like stay forever
Yeah.
because their careers, like I tell the kids, those are the kind of careers you could buy a house, take a vacation. Like that's,
Yeah, you can
it's a
settle
good
down
career,
with,
get a
yeah.
pension,
Yeah.
all
All the benefits.
the benefits.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So we gotta work on them again.
We'll work on it.
See if we can
Yeah,
get that
definitely a year-long
process. of
process.
getting there.
Yeah.
You guys are doing such an amazing job getting our students ready for the career world and making that transition, which is not easy. And you guys make it so much
Well, a little
easier.
less scary too, If you've been to one, then when you have to go to one and you're not in high school anymore, it's like, okay, well, I've had that experience already.
Right.
It's not so daunting
Not so
to
daunting.
attend.
Yes,
you know?
exactly. Well, thank you for making it easier for our students and for giving this priceless experience.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for being on the
We love it too because we love to get the word out there. Like, the more people know, the more traction it gets.
Well, we hope this will get out there and
Yeah.
people will watch it and vendors too will say, hey, I want to be part of that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we hope so.
we hope so.
Well,
Thank
that's
you for your
awesome.
time.
Absolutely. Thanks for being here. Now we are tossing over to our student correspondents from Colonia High School on site at Woodbridge Community Center to show us what the career fair is all about.
Thank you, Mr. Soretto. Hi, I'm Joseph Torres, and today I'm at the Woodbridge Community Center at the Career Fair. Today we're going to be taking a look at some featured careers and hopefully give you some insight on them. Come on, follow me, let's go. Hey guys, today I'm at the Woodbridge Fire Department stand at the Career Fair Woodbridge Community Center. Today I'm here with...
Hello everyone, this is Deputy Chief Michael Massaduno with Woodbridge Fire Department.
And I just have a few questions. Starting
Sure.
with, what does a typical day at your job look like?
So a typical day for my job is I start work at 6 a.m. in the morning and I work until 2 p.m. So my job as a Deputy Fire Chief, I work under the Chief of the department and I'm in charge of establishing policies and procedures for our department, as well as handling any other sort of administrative work or discipline actions that may come my way.
That's cool. What skills or qualities in a person are necessary in order to become a firefighter?
So we need somebody who is able to work as a team. In the fire service, it's all about coming together and working as a team to handle any sort of emergency situation that may come our way. No fire or emergency is the same. We all need to work together as a team. And you need to have drive, you need to have a good work ethic, and you need to be able to take orders and have good listening skills.
Okay, that's all I have for you. Thank you so much.
Oh, well, thank you for your time
you.
today.
Hello, today I am at the Hackensack Meridian stand at the career fair, and today I'm here with
Nicole.
Nicole. And what's your last name for me?
Casey, sorry.
Nicole Casey. So what is your job at Hackensack Meridian?
So I'm on the talent acquisition team. I do early career based. So my job is to go to the career fairs and tell the students and the community about who we are as, as a hospital.
And what can you tell me about your nursing program there?
So we have a nursing program. We do hire a lot of new grad nurses. We have a new grad program where we take nurses in. It's like a residency program. What would happen is they would work 12 months with us, and you get some on-the-job training, which is great. It's 3 shifts per week. A good way to get your foot in the door and get exposure to the hospital. And you also could take your NCLEX with us. So you're not rushed to take your NCLEX before you apply. We also have tuition reimbursement for nursing students. So after you finish your fundamentals, which is typically your first year of college, but it just varies depending on the college. You could go work as a patient care tech with us and get up to $5,000 or $2,000 in tuition reimbursement. You would have to work full-time or part-time. So yeah.
Fine, well, can you tell me about your benefits then?
Yeah, so we actually do have great benefits. So our benefits do start day one of hire if you are a full-time or part-time employee. We have per diem roles. They do not get access to benefits. You would get access to, medical, dental, vision day one. After 90 days, you do get PTO. That's when it starts accruing. We also have a 401k, life insurance. So those are some opportunities, and also tuition reimbursement, as we've talked about.
Well, it definitely does sound like Hackensack does care about the workers.
Yes.
But I want to say thank you so much for taking the time to, answer some of my questions.
Yeah, thank you.
And I hope you have a nice day.
Yeah, you
Thank
too.
So I'm here with.
Patricia Pettaway with Lincoln Technical Institute.
Okay, and what can you tell us about Lincoln Tech?
Well, Lincoln Tech is a trade school. It has been in business for over 75 years. And the way that we work, we are not a 2 or 4 year college. The way that we work is we're going to provide the students, our young men and women, a classroom training coupled with hands-on training, and within about 13 months or less, they're going to be out working in the career field that they just studied. And the caveat is that you don't study any unrelated material. So if you go to school for fixing cars, which is our automotive program, or electrical program, you're not going to have to write a 10-page paper.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So what are some of the programs you guys offer at the school?
Okay, so we have such a wide variety, so something to fit every student's needs. We have automotive, we have nursing, we have computers, we have electrical, we have culinary. We actually have 6 campuses here in New Jersey and 22 throughout the country of America, the USA.
I never knew that.
Yes.
So what are the best ways to, network and find connections within Lincoln Tech?
Well, the great thing about Lincoln Tech, it's for students who are not interested in going to a 2 or 4 year college, okay? So with Lincoln Tech, in the fibers, when you enroll in Lincoln Tech, every single student that enrolls with us must go through our career services department. Lincoln Tech has been in business for over 76 years. So we have relationships with the employers that are looking to hire you. And so, that's part of the network. It begins with us in our career services, that every student from day one, you begin the connection with career services with over 75 years in existence and working with the employers in our different trades that we offer.
So what I'm hearing with all this information, Lincoln Tech is no ordinary trade school.
It is no ordinary trade school. And what I like about Lincoln Tech is it gives the students who are not academic, see, that's what ends up happening. The students who, necessarily don't learn by sitting and reading a book. Those students generally can fall between the cracks. But at Lincoln Tech, with being a trade school, offering the classroom coupled with the hands-on, we give every student an opportunity.
Well, that's great to hear. Thank you so much for taking time to let me interview you.
Absolutely.
I hope you have a nice day.
Thank you so much.
Hello, I'm here with.
Kim Sieber.
And what is your job and position?
I am an EMT with the Woodbridge Police Department EMS.
Okay, and since you're an EMT, is it always, adventurous, on the go, adrenaline filling this job?
No, not always. Some days we have really super busy days where we're running all day with the adrenaline going, and other days we're slower. It all depends on what the community needs are and how many 911 calls we're getting.
And what are some of the benefits of being an EMT?
You're helping people, which is my favorite benefit. I'm a people person. That's why I got into this line of work, is because I really enjoy helping people and being there when somebody needs help. It's definitely a career. EMS many years ago wasn't looked at as a career, and it is a career now. It's a stepping stone to being a paramedic, being a nurse, being a doctor. This is your initial go into that medical field to see if you really enjoy it or not, and then you can take that next step.
And what skills and qualities should a person possess in order to become an EMT?
You have to be CPR certified. You also have to pass the National Registry exam for EMTs. It's about a 4 to 6 month course depending on where you go, and then you have to be tested nationally.
Would you say this is a rewarding job?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And can you expand on that for me?
It's rewarding because, it's not all about saving lives, right? So we want to say, yeah, we want to save lives, but it's not all about that. It's about, going to somebody's house when their 90-year-old grandma fell and just needs help and just needs somebody to talk to. So that part of it is very rewarding.
All right. Well, thank you so much for taking time to let me interview you. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And I hope you have a great rest of your day.
You too.
Have a
Thank
nice day.
you.
Well, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you were able to learn from all the booths we went to. I most certainly did. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Back to you, Mr. Soretto.
What a wonderful opportunity for our students to connect with employers and explore different careers. Now we have to take another break, but come right back for sports. Thanks for coming back to the bridge, just in time for sports. Today we are featuring seniors Dylan Maltez and Declan O'Rourke, who do sports commentary at Colonia High School. Dylan has created his own team, including Declan, to help with filming and stats. Let's head over to our student correspondent Isabel, also from Colonia High School, to learn more about Dylan, his team, and his future plans. Over to you, Isabel.
Thank you, Mr. Soretto. I'm here at Colonia High School's press box, and I'm Isabel Guidado, and I'm here with Dylan Maltez and Declan O'Rourke, who are two students at Colonia High School who are looking for careers in broadcasting. So, what kickstarted your love for broadcasting?
So, I've always been a huge sports fan since I was a little kid, and I always wanted to be part of the sports industry, and I thought this would be the best way for me to get into the sports industry.
Yeah, same here. I've always loved sports, and, when Dylan asked me to do this, I really loved the opportunity, so I said yes.
So when did you decide to start a broadcasting team at school?
So, I've actually wanted to do this since my sophomore year. The first person I actually came to was Miss Allen. I kind of asked her for ideas, and the first person that she told me to talk to was Coach Rodriguez of the basketball team. So I really started it with him, and he really got things going, him and Miss Allen.
So what was the process like of getting your team started or everything that you needed to be successful how you are tonight?
So originally it was just me and my cameraman Ryan. I actually did pretty much the beginning on my own, but then after the first game against JP Stevens in the 2023-2024 season, I realized that I needed way more help, so I brought way more people, and we really didn't have a lot of equipment, so we started adding more and more equipment. We added a mic splitter to get another commentator, and from the start to the end, our equipment, our production's gotten a lot better.
So just to inform us, what sports have you broadcasted so far?
Football, basketball, volleyball, and soccer.
I've done the same, also baseball.
It's cool. What would you say is your favorite sport?
I think we can both agree it's basketball, right?
Yes, basketball.
Okay. So what improvements do you feel like you've made from football to basketball? The transition, was it difficult? Was it easy? Like, what's so different about each sport? What makes each sport unique?
So I would say basketball, it's probably the fastest sport. You're always talking about something. There's always something going on, and you always need to keep the audience engaged. And same with football, and because football, there's a lot of stopping and starting, so you need to add a lot of information, and that's why Declan was really helpful with color commentary for football and basketball.
Yeah, something also calling a baseball game now that I've noticed is it's way slower. Every sport has its different pace, different rules, so the transition is hard, but it's always fun to do.
So we know chemistry is important. Then you guys both work together. You said you do play-by-play, and you do color commentary.
Yes.
So can you inform us on how important your chemistry is and what you do as far as play-by-play and color commentary?
So just for some reference, our first game we did together was the GMC Championship game in 2024 with Declan, one of the best games I've done. But basically, the color commentator is basically analyzing the game and basically breaking down what is happening, what the team does, and the play-by-play is basically describing what is happening as the game is going.
And, in terms of chemistry, me and Dylan have been friends for a while, so the chemistry was sort of easy. The hardest thing is really just, hearing what he's saying over the crowd noise, so, yeah.
So what is it like learning how to bounce off his play-by-play commentating?
It was hard at first. You gotta think about it like you're just talking about a game, in your living room, just like hanging out. In terms of color, play-by-play is an entirely different game, but in terms of color commentary, it's like you have to explain the game like you're just sitting at home watching it. Like you can't look at it like you're, doing what you're doing. So it was hard, like I said, but I got the hang of it.
So I love what you guys said about chemistry. How would you introduce somebody that's new that is interested in commentating? Like, how would you bring them on your team?
So I would say the best way to do it when it comes to actually commentating the game is kind of lead them into it, ask them questions. Like, let's just say a play happens, you'll be like, "Hey, what exactly happened there?" And then they would basically describe the play and what was going on.
Yeah, when you're doing your first game, you're kind of clueless. You don't know what you're doing, so you have to really take most of the broadcast, talk more, but at the same time, you don't want to just talk over them the entire time. You do need to get them involved to make sure they have the experience if they want to do future games.
And when it comes to recruiting, I would say multiple people from my team would help recruit. And at the end, I was starting to have people come to me. Most recently, I had a kid named Isaiah come and do a game for me. And I think it's really cool that people see what I did and people are interested and want to be involved in it as well.
So, what was your favorite game that you've called of all time?
So the first two games that come to my mind are the GMC Championship in 2024 against St. Thomas Aquinas. It was a super big gym. Both sides were packed and they had a lot of energy. And same with the state sectional final here at Mendham. It was an amazing game. There were so many different great moments, and I'm going to remember that game for the rest of my life.
Yeah, I think my favorite would be the GMC Championship against Plainfield. It was just such an incredible game, such an incredible atmosphere. Getting to ride on the bus with the team, it was just so incredible, the entire thing. And there's a lot of great moments from that game too.
All right. So we know you guys are both seniors, and you're graduating in June. What do you guys plan on doing for your next 4 years, and what are your majors in college?
So I'm majoring in communications. I'm going to do do 2 years at Middlesex and 2 years at Rutgers. Both schools have broadcasting and student radio, so I'm a big believer in working hard and working your way up, so that's what I'm going to do.
I'm going to Drew University for business.
All right. Since you're majoring in business, how do you think that would coincide with broadcasting?
Well, there's tons of companies out there like ESPN and all the sports, companies out there, NFL, NBA, stuff like that I could get into, and that's really what I'm looking at.
As far as broadcasting and people that we watch on television, who are people that you guys look up to?
I would say Mike Breen and Gus Johnson are commentators for the Knicks, and they do other stuff as well. They're great basketball commentators, and I've used my broadcasting, kind of based it off of them because I really like their style. And when it comes to like working your way up, I say Carlo Jimenez. He was a broadcaster at USC. He went from being on the USC radio to the Clippers radio, and I think that's a really like awesome jump. And hopefully I can make that jump in my career.
I'm a big Bulls fan, so Adam Amin and Stacey King, who call the games for Chicago Sports Network, are two of my favorite.
All right, and lastly, how would you summarize your time here at Colonia as far as broadcasting and everything?
It was awesome. I got to meet, the coaches. I got to have a relationship with the players. At the end of the season, we got to travel with the basketball team. It was just an amazing opportunity. I loved, all the people I worked with. It was such a great time here at Colonia when it came to broadcasting.
Yeah, it was an incredible opportunity to be able to do this, to call the game I love. And it's something I'll cherish for the rest of my life.
All right. Thanks again, Dylan and Declan. Back to you, Mr. Soretto.
Great job, Isabel. And best of luck to you, Dylan and Declan, as you make that school to career transition. I can see that you already have a great head start, and we look forward to seeing you doing great things in the world of sports. Don't forget to tell everyone you got your start here on the Bridge. Now we have to take a quick break, but come right back to meet Heidi Nissler, our featured musician. Welcome back to The Bridge. I'm your host, Darren Soretto, here with accomplished musician and Colonia High School senior, Heidi Nissler. Hi, Heidi. How are you today?
Hi, I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Of course. How's school going?
It's good. It's good.
Good, good. So, Heidi, I know you're a musician. Tell us, when did your musical interest begin?
So I really started to like music in elementary school, specifically 4th grade. That's when I started learning my current instrument, the trombone. But I've really always liked music for my whole life. I've always been singing. I've always been trying to learn new instruments. So it's really been a lifelong thing for me.
Oh, that's great. Did you play any instruments before 4th grade, like at home?
No, I was really just a singer. So now my main instrument is trombone.
Oh, that's great. What other instruments did you play besides trombone that you play?
So right now I play a little bit of guitar and also a little bit of piano.
Okay, but trombone is the one you like the most.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. I understand you're also a vocalist. You sing. What vocal ensembles are you involved in school?
Yeah, so in school I'm in all the choirs. So I'm in a cappella choir, show choir, women's choir, concert choir, and mixed chorus.
Wow, that's a lot. How do you have time for all that?
Yeah, I don't know.
And then to get homework done on top of it, right?
Yeah, it's a lot.
Oh, that's great. What's your favorite, can you tell us your favorite musical experience that you've had so far?
So I'd say it was last year in marching band when we won our first competition. We got first place, and that was really exciting for all of us because in my time in high school, we never got first place before, so it was really exciting for everyone.
To be a part of that, that must have been so exciting.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. So now, what are your goals for college? Are you going to college?
Yeah, so my plan's to go to Rutgers.
Okay.
I'm gonna be studying music education, and hopefully one day I want to be a music teacher for either elementary or secondary level, but right now I'm thinking elementary.
Elementary. Oh, that would be wonderful to have you at the elementary schools. What would you teach the kids? Instrumental or vocal or both?
Yeah, I would do instrumental.
Oh, that's wonderful. Excellent. So what are your career goals? You want to teach at the school? Is there anything else do you want to do? Like, do you want to perform outside of school? Outside of teaching, do you want to do any performance on your own?
Yeah, I think I definitely want to keep performing. It's my passion. I mean, I would love to teach, but to keep performing, it's really what I love to do. So definitely, yeah.
Oh, that's great. And do you think you could play something for us today?
Yeah, definitely.
And you play on the trombone for us?
Yeah.
Awesome. That's awesome. Okay. So what song could you share with us today?
So I'm going to be playing an etude. It's number 5 from the book Melodious Etudes by Bordoni and Rochu.
Okay, great. Well, let's go to it.
Okay, great.
Heidi, that was fantastic. Thank you so much for playing that. You filled the studio with such a rich sound.
Thank you.
I wish you all the best in all your musical endeavors. Thank you for being on the show. And thank you for watching The Bridge. I'm Darren Soretto, wrapping up this episode of School to Careers. We hope it was informative and inspiring. Please join us again next time.